So the series finale for Miss Marvel is now up on Disney Plus, bringing an end to the 6 episode story of the series of Kamala Khan, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on the overall arc as well as the season finale. Be warned that this video will contain spoilers, so if you have not seen either the series or the series finale yet, there will be some details in here that will spoil some things for you guys. Be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, that way you guys can stay up to date on all future content here on the channel. So episode 6 of Miss Marvel finally aired on Disney Plus, and overall I felt like it was sort of like a bittersweet ending to this series. And I just feel like the series in a whole was sort of like this up and down story arc. I really enjoyed the first 3 episodes of this series, really like Kamala Khan a lot, but I feel like they kind of lost their way toward midway through this series, and they had to kind of wrap everything up in a very fast manner at the end of the series, and it felt very disjointed to me, and at some points I really just kind of lost interest altogether. Again, I was really looking forward to this series, and I had a great time with the first couple episodes of Miss Marvel. Like, I really enjoyed everything that they were going for, and then he just kind of lost me with these villains that I really do not care about and all this other stuff, and it really got disjointed, and it really kind of like gave up on what I thought this series was going to be and the way it presented itself in the first 2 to 3 episodes. When they were doing the school stuff, I really enjoyed it. I liked what they were doing, and I thought we were going to get more of that, but unfortunately they started introducing new characters, and I really didn't care for the characters, and then everything kind of felt disjointed. And I felt like if this series would have had more episodes to kind of stretch everything out, let things breathe, give more characterization and character development throughout these characters and different plots that you're trying to put into this series, it probably would have been a much better series. Not that I don't mean to come off saying that I didn't like the stuff that they were doing with the back history of the people and Pakistan and all that. I enjoyed all that. I just felt like it was very disjointed and it felt rushed to me. That's the point I'm trying to make. Not that I didn't like what they were doing, I just felt like it felt very rushed. It was like, hey, we got to put all this stuff in the 6 episodes, and then we get to the series finale and it felt like everything was just rushed. It wasn't really thought out that well. Like, her family knows that she's Miss Marvel now, and they just happen to accept it, and there was like no trial or error to any of that, and that really bothered me a lot. Like, the family just accepted it. This is the same family that wouldn't let her go to Avengers Con, and then they just accept that she has superpowers now. And I feel like that would have been a conflict and a very interesting story point within the series to explore and have them come to terms with that. But since the higher ups at Disney has a 6 episode 30 to 40 minute restraint on these series, we can't get that character development that we would see on other series, like other series on other platforms, whether we're talking about Amazon, Netflix, Paramount Plus, Peacock, whatever, HBO Max. I feel like Disney just really, and I'm not blaming Marvel Studios or Lucasfilm, I'm blaming the higher ups that took over from Bob Iger. And they don't understand that if you want to do these series right, you have to be able to tell the story and not rush things. Give us a reason to care about these characters. And it started off where I really cared about Miss Marvel. I cared about Kamala Khan. I liked the struggle that she was going through, trying to discover her past and where she belongs in all of this. And I kept telling my friends, like, you're going to miss out. This is going to be an incredible series. So, yeah, I was left down. I was let down as someone that was really champion for this series, because it went from what could have been incredible to it was okay. And that's the way I feel about a lot of these Disney Plus properties, that so many of them start off where this could be amazing, and then when it ends, it's just like, yeah, it passed the time every Wednesday, and these series shouldn't be passing the time on Wednesday. These series should be giving us something to look forward to talk about with our friends, to break it down, and just kind of go week to week looking forward to the very next episode. And then it was just like, oh yeah, I guess today's Wednesday, I better check out that series finale, and that's a shame. That's a shame, and I think the higher-ups at Disney really need to get their crap together, because they're really dropping the ball with these series in particular. I really enjoyed everything that this show had to offer. I said before to a lot of people that were skeptical about the show that this is catered to young girls. This is catered to young girls and young children. This isn't for your 38-year-old YouTuber content creator. You know, this ain't for us adults. This is for kids, but us adults can watch it. And that's very, very special, you know, that they can do something that is directed toward children, but yes, us as adults can also watch it. And I think that's important. But unfortunately, Disney, with the restraint, really kind of dropped the ball with that. And then at the end, I think everybody's really going to end with the end credits where basically we find out that Kamala is a mutant. Okay, hey, that's great. Kamala is a mutant now. And we kind of figured that something was going to happen where they introduced the mutants somehow, some way within the MCU. And I guess this is the way they decided they want to introduce the mutants. If you guys know your Miss Marvel lore, we do get, you know, she is a Inhuman within the comic books, which is an extension to like a mutant. It's like a mutant, but it's not a mutant. And we thought that the Inhumans were going to be the mutants in the MCU, but of course the show bombed, and they went away from the mutants for the Inhumans for quite a while. And now they decided to introduce the mutants because now, you know, Disney owns Fox, and now, you know, X-Men belongs to the MCU, and now they introduce Kamala as a mutant, which I think is a nice touch, that she's not an Inhuman, she's actually a mutant. And what is this going to mean with other mutants popping up around the world? I thought that was very interesting. Sucks that was like a tail end thing, and it also sucked that Carol Danvers didn't show up. You know, I know a lot of people don't like Captain Marvel, but I thought Captain Marvel was a decent movie. And to see this movie be based on everything that Captain Marvel is, not to have Carol Danvers show up in some way, I think is a huge letdown. Very disappointing. And I felt like they should have done something to bring Carol Danvers into this universe to kind of show Kamala on her way. But again, they dropped the ball with that. So overall, I didn't find the series awful in any stretch of the imagination. If I have any criticism, that's all it is. It's just criticism on the way I think Disney in general is handling these series and these properties. I think Miss Marvel brought a lot of really good stuff to this series, and I really like some of the stuff that they did, but I also have to be critical on the stuff that I feel like they dropped the ball on. And unfortunately, it seems like Disney and Marvel Studios has been doing that a lot with these shows, and I want to see them do better. So I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to smash your like and subscribe button. Tell me what you guys think about the series finale and the series in general. Leave those comments in the comment box below. And until next time, guys, as always, I am Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.